Hello everyone, welcome to watch the first video on cloud computing tutorial. In this video, we are going to discuss what is cloud computing, why cloud computing is needed, and why it is cost effective and efficient solution as compared to local data center. First of all, let's see what is cloud computing in simple and short words. Cloud computing is the ability to deliver on demand computing service over the internet on pay as you use basis. It means rather than managing files on local storage devices, your files and data is saved in the cloud and you can access it from the internet. Even it's not restricted to a location. For example, if you are moving from place to place, you can still access it through internet. And if you give access to someone else, he can also access it as long as he has internet access. Now let's see what are the problems cloud computing can solve. That will answer a lot of questions about cloud computing. Let's assume a business owner, Bob, wants to set up an IT infrastructure for his company. So he called an IT consulting company, Ababil, to discuss about setting up a local data center for his IT infrastructure. Ababil cloud consultant Jeff suggested Bob to set up environment in the cloud and explain the benefits of cloud to be cost-effective and efficient solution. Jeff explained a local data center needs huge space to place the server racks, servers, cables, and other equipments required for it. Whereas cloud doesn't need that space in your office. So you will have more space in your office to utilize. Or in other words, you save the cost of extra space. Looking at the billing model, with cloud, the billing model is pay as you use, meaning we use less and pay less, and we use more and we pay less per unit. On the other hand, in local data center, you have already paid for all the hardware. If you don't use it, it could be considered as waste of resources. A dedicated team is needed to manage the hardware and software in the local data center, but in the cloud, most of the services managed by the cloud providers. Even if we want to manage such team by ourselves, the cloud provider give us the options to manage them through the console, which is much simpler than managing directly from the device. It's expensive to procure hardware and software to provide the security to local data center. And in addition, a dedicated team is needed to be hired for security operations. But in the cloud, the security standards are high due to the investment the cloud providers have done to secure the data and to meet the compliance. In traditional data center, cost of data recovery is much higher due to the efforts involved in replicating the data. And even if we set up a high performing data replication, a lot more can be done in the cloud for the same cost. Local data center environment lacks the flexibility needed today, like if you need to restructure the IT for the new age business needs, then it will be a hard task. But in the cloud, you can easily undo and tear down an environment or migrate to a new environment in few clicks. Looking at the number and frequency of software releases that happen, scheduling update would be a full-time job, but with cloud, the updates happen automatically. Working with a team is spread across the globe, and sharing data with them is a tedious work. But with the cloud, there are a lot of tools and technologies available that make it easy to share the data with other members in the team. As long as someone has internet, providing the person access is much easier. Finally, building a local data center takes time. In some cases, it takes years depending on the cost and efforts you are ready to pay for it. But with the cloud, you can bring up your own data center within weeks. Hope this can explain the idea of how a cloud infrastructure could be more efficient and cost effective as compared to a local data center.